For graduates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Umist, it gives me very great pleasure to welcome you all here today as we meet in this great hall to confer degrees on graduates from the Manchester School of Management and the Department of Paper Science. This is an extra special occasion because in addition to the award of undergraduate degrees, we will be awarding the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters to Mr. John Lancaster. It's a particular pleasure to welcome all partners, families and friends who have supported our graduates, many of whom have travelled long distances to join us on this day of celebration. I hope that during your stay at Umist, you will have a chance to look round our university and have the opportunity to spend some time in this great and vibrant city of Manchester. To reach this threshold of graduation, all of our graduates have had to overcome very many challenges. Most obviously, there were the intellectual challenges of your degree courses. You have had to think hard, you have had to work hard. But there were also the personal challenges of your degree courses, coming to terms with new ways of learning, of studying, and of working. There were the financial challenges. Today, students from all backgrounds are depending increasingly on contributions from families, on loans, and on income from employment. And we in universities are increasingly concerned about the impact that this may be having on our students. And finally, there were the social challenges. Indeed, many of you have had to cope with the enormous challenge of coming from another country to live and study in Manchester. In these challenges, you have been supported by many people. Some of them are here today, your fellow students, representatives of the academic staff, but most of all, your families and friends. Some of you have come from far overseas to study here, as have your families to celebrate with you today. You make a particular contribution to the variety and richness of university life here on this campus and enable us to show to each other that there is more than one way to lead the good life. We acknowledge the contribution of all of your supporters, some of whom are here today to see you make the transition from graduand to graduate. Many of you will no doubt have heard that Umist and the University of Manchester will shortly combine to form a single university. The purpose of this fusion of two great institutions is to create a world-class university with the size and resources to compete on a global scale. Teaching and research will be of a quality to equal that in the handful of leading institutions in the UK and to compete successfully with the best in the world. Umist graduates will belong to the single university through its alumni association, and in the future you will have the choice of describing yourself as being educated to degree level at either Umist or at the single university. This great hall and the building in which we are today dates to 1902, when it was opened by the Prime Minister of the day, Arthur Balfour. He proclaimed it at the time as the outward and visible sign of the awakening which has come over the people. But Umist's origins go back considerably further, to 1824, when a group of Manchester entrepreneurs met and decided to create the Manchester Mechanics Institution to meet the skill shortages caused by the world's first industrial revolution. Their purpose was clear: to promote the learning of scientific principles, but demonstrating the foresight that had already made them prosperous. They argued that it was also vital to link that learning to work. And this still remains one of Umist's basic objectives, and why the latest survey of major UK employers shows that Umist and Cambridge are the most highly regarded universities for the employability of their students, a record that has now been achieved in each of the past 6 years. Last month, the results of the largest survey of final year students ever conducted in the UK also showed that despite one of the toughest graduate markets for years, Umist graduates were among the UK's biggest earners, with a record number expecting to be in good graduate jobs or postgraduate study soon after graduation. Umist is very proud of the achievements of its students, and we take particular interest in their career and development. Umist graduates can be found in all walks of life. They include Sir Terry Leahy, the Chief Executive of the UK's biggest employer, Tesco, and now Chancellor of Umist. The Right Honourable Margaret Beckett MP, the Secretary of State for Food, Environment and Rural Affairs, and Chi Han, Singapore's Minister of Education. Also in the past few years, businesses such as Rolls-Royce, Kingfisher, Nissan UK, ICL, Balfour Beatty, Colgate-Palmolive and Procter & Gamble have or have had Umist graduates at their helm. This year, Umist was awarded its 4th Queen's Prize for Higher Education by Her Majesty the Queen. And no other UK university has won more Queen's Prizes for higher education than Umist. Indeed, in the last decade, Umist has become the most decorated UK university, winning in addition 2 Queen's Awards for Export Achievements, 2 Prince of Wales Awards for Innovation, and the only ever Department of Trade and Industry Award for Technology Transfer. It's important to stress that I mention these awards won by Umist not to boast, but really to place in context the very significant achievement made by our graduates today. For not only have you contributed significantly to the success of Umist, but in a world-class university of the highest standards, you have competed to obtain a place here, worked hard over a sustained period of 3 or 4 years, completed numerous assignments, examinations and projects, as well as managing finances and giving time to plan your future careers. Your achievement deserves the highest recognition. You are excellent examples of the sort of people we are proud to see as our graduates, and you are just the sort of people a modern society needs in order to thrive and to flourish. But important as all this is, universities are about more than the utilitarian preparation for a career. They are places where we can think and discuss freely and openly about all aspects of life, where we can debate and challenge views and opinions, where we can participate in activities totally outside the confines of department or degree programmes, and how vitally important this is at the present time. These are the activities that will have shaped your thinking and life view as much as the subject of your degree. This is education in the round, well encapsulated by the quotation, "Education is what survives when all that you have learned has been forgotten." Finally, I would like to wish you every success in your future careers and invite you to keep in touch with Umist and with one another through the Umist Association, the organisation for former students and staff of Umist. As members, you will be invited to reunions and kept in contact with Umist through the magazine Mainstream. You will not escape us even if you come from overseas, and branches of the Umist Association are found in many places around the world. Do keep in contact with us as well, and make sure we have your correct address to correspond with you, and visit us whenever you can. So, to parents, friends and supporters, thank you for coming to this special day. To graduates, congratulations on your success at Umist, and thank you for your contribution to the life of this university. I hope very much that you will have enjoyed your time here, and that you will have a happy and satisfied career in whatever walk of life you choose to now follow. And I'm now pleased to call on Professor Miller to introduce our honorary graduate.
Principal and Vice Chancellor. Principal and Vice-Chancellor, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to speak today in support of the award of an honorary doctorate to Mr. John Lancaster. One of the interesting questions to ask at a ceremony such as this is, what is the purpose of awarding honorary degrees? Well, there are several answers. In some cases, it is to recognise the academic influence on teaching and research that an individual has made to a particular discipline. In some cases, to recognise the important service that an individual has given to higher education in general and to Umist in particular. In some cases, to recognise the outstanding contribution that an individual has made to the local community in Manchester or the North West, the community in which we are embedded, from which we draw so many of our students, and to which our students contribute while studying here and in many instances settling down more permanently post-graduation. Finally, in some cases we award honorary degrees to recognise the qualities of an individual as an example of those that we value in our staff and students. My role today is to describe the achievements of John Lancaster, to show you that he is worthy of an honorary degree from this university. As you will see, he fulfills many of the categories mentioned a moment ago. However, it is for me a very unsettling task, and for John a very uncomfortable experience. For me, because it points all too clearly to my own shortcomings, and for John because he is among the most modest of individuals. I'm not sure that when he accepted this honour, he was aware of what he would have to stand through during this ceremony. John Lancaster is a very special individual. He is a businessman who's been something of an entrepreneur since the age of 9 when he ran the tuck shop at his local primary school, receiving payment in the form of broken biscuits. He has started up 5 companies, ranging from electrical appliances to haulage, to the design and build of leisure and sports facilities. Then 20 years ago, he spotted a niche in the marketing and manufacture of conservatories. Conservatories have a long history and have been in use for about 300 years. Perhaps the most famous historical example was Crystal Palace, built in Hyde Park for the Great Exhibition of 1851. Modern conservatories, however, really developed in the 1960s with the manufacture of float glass and double glazing, and were transformed from being posh greenhouses to comfortable living spaces in the home, something which maximises our enjoyment of the sun, and something, except for today, you will agree that is essential for living in Manchester. In 1983, John and his wife Rosemary, who I'm delighted to welcome here today, along with their 2 children and partners, founded their company Ultraframe to manufacture UPVC windows and doors. In 1986, having recognised the potential of home conservatories, he designed and patented a complete roofing system, a solution to the most challenging technical problem in the construction of conservatories. The beginnings were very humble. The company was based in a barn, and the family lived in a caravan. When John wished to talk to a supplier or client on the telephone, he had to ask his 3 employees to switch off their machinery, because they all shared one space. But today, the company has a leading presence in the UK and North America. With around 1,200 employees, it has created more than 4,000 additional jobs through the licensing of manufacturing and the establishment of franchises. It has a value in excess of £500 million, an annual turnover of £150 million and growing. The success of the company has been based on in-house research and development, with the award of over 200 patents, and a radical way of running a modern business, to which I now turn. As I mentioned, the company started small, but grew rapidly. John and Rosemary took nominal salaries, and sometimes no salaries, returning all profits to the business. Those of you who are about to enter the banking profession will be horrified to learn that he eschewed the use of bank loans. Growth was driven by cash generated by the business. A successful company, especially a young and growing one, needs a talented and dedicated workforce. John encouraged loyalty by paying bonuses to the employees whenever profits were made. When the company floated on the stock exchange in 1997, the employees shared around £13 million through allocation of shares at a nominal price. This philosophy of recognising that the workforce itself is was a significant wealth creator, continues today. In Clitheroe, which is a town, for those of you who don't know, is about 30 miles north of Manchester, where Ultraframe is the largest employer, it has had a major impact on the local economy. In July 2001, Ultraframe acquired the Four Seasons Group in North America for £90 million in cash and doubled its workforce. Those bankers among you, whom I easily recognise from up here by stricken expressions and loosened ties around your neck, will be relieved to learn that he finally turned to the bank for help in this acquisition. Ultraframe was a Price Waterhouse fastest growing company of the year in 1997 and 1998, and the Northwest Business of the Year in 1994 and 98, and is now recognised as the world's leading conservatory systems company. John himself has won many awards, including the Cartier and Financial Times Venture Businessman of the Year in 1998. If the company is the public legacy of John Lancaster, what of his private legacy? Well, the first thing to note is his commitment to the community. In terms of business, this has meant that he sourced materials from local suppliers whenever possible. But he has also used his wealth to aid communities near and far, with a belief that is not his own, but that has been given to him to use for the benefit of others. This belief is based on his, and indeed his family's, strong Christian faith. Just before the flotation of Ultraframe, John and Rosemary set up a charitable foundation, the Lancaster Foundation, to which they have given nearly £80 million, a truly staggering figure even for an astronomer such as myself, used to dealing with large numbers. The aim of the foundation is, in brief, to spread the Christian message. In practice, this means trying to transform the lives of individuals, particularly disadvantaged young people, and indeed also communities, through music and the creative arts, peer education on moral issues and on social justice. In Clitheroe, this has led to the redevelopment of the cinema to provide an award-winning arts and learning facility for young people and the provision of a skate park. In Manchester, the foundation is the principal supporter of the Message to School Trust, which is working in difficult inner and outer city areas. In Bristol, it supports a drugs awareness group which works through music in schools. The foundation is also very active in Africa, where it has provided operation and maintenance facilities, plus a number of aircraft for the Mission Aviation Fellowship, to deliver medicines, healthcare, and disaster relief to remote communities. The needs are huge. I read recently that a math plane takes off every 4 minutes. In South Africa, where the foundation is one of the largest non-government supporter of AIDS charities, it has built the world's first children AIDS hospice in Johannesburg. As an example of the difference it makes, one of the young boys who has benefited from the scheme has been named Tipo Ultraframe. It has also provided an age education awareness and education centre for the Salvation Army in Soweto. It's one thing to give our money, and I expect that many of us here today support charities to a greater or lesser extent. But it's another thing to give our time. John and Rosemary and their extended family are heavily involved in running the activities of the foundation. Altogether, some 300 projects are supported worldwide. Did I find any weaknesses in the man? Well, one perhaps in his use of helicopters, when he discovered that you could get from Clitheroe to Canary Wharf in an hour. If only that were a realistic alternative to getting between Manchester and London for the rest of us. Now he uses helicopters as others use cars. Another is the fact that he hardly ever carries cash. An experience no doubt recognised by many of our graduates today. Which does lead his colleagues to having to pay many of the bills when they're out with him. There is a rumour that half of his fortune is a result of this habit. And I offer it to you as advice as you go out into the world to seek your own fortunes. To summarise, John Lancaster has been an inspiration to young and old alike. He has built a successful company from scratch, keeping many of the original workforce with him and sharing the benefits with them. Last year, John retired from the company, and I have one final story to illustrate the character of the man. At his retirement event, which given his relationship with his employees, was a highly emotional occasion for all, His speech was getting drowned out by the very loud crying of a baby. John suggested that the baby should be taken out. Afterwards, he so regretted that he had asked such a thing that he went round to the family that evening to apologise. Despite being a very dynamic and successful business tycoon, there's a very human and humble side to him. At two Umist Institute of Financial Services degree ceremonies in London recently, Digby Jones, the director of the CBI, and Sir Terry Leahy, who, as we have heard, is Chief Executive of Tesco and Chancellor of Umist, both spoke independently and persuasively about the need for business and business people to be embedded in and to share their successes with the community. John Lancaster is a very impressive example of just such a businessman who has returned much to the community, near and far. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you on behalf of the Academic Board and Council, John Edward Lancaster, for admission to Umist as Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I have to, first of all, just thank Professor Tom Miller for his very kind words and his over-complimentary speech there and of my introduction. So thanks, Tom, for that. I feel quite overwhelmed. I've never heard it spoken like that before and probably will not hear it spoken again. So thanks for that. I thank as well, particularly, the Council of Umist for considering me worthy and bestowing me of this great honour. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Receiving an honorary degree from such a university as this is very special to me and of great significance as well, because I've built a world-leading company that's been at the forefront of technical innovation and research. These attributes are the qualities, I believe, of this university, but the hallmarks of this fine and renowned worldwide university, and for that I am even more proud. So I'd like to just say thank you very much, and I just wish to congratulate all the graduates here today. And thank you all very much, and God bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now proceed with the award of degrees to our undergraduate students.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Management of American Business Studies, Caroline Sarah Gimlet. Natalia Fleur Woodward. Jennifer Frances Wright. Abigail Zitone. Michael Ian Aldridge. James Edward Bryan. Bruce Louise Christine. Gemma Louise Crawley. Clive Stewart Fogelman. Thomas Gascoigne Ogg. Mina Mannion. Mark Oliver Riley. Sergil Mahesh Shah. Vishal Aaron Shah. Adam William Stage. Ellen Fiona Simmons. Anna Tracy. And for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Management with French, Laura Rachel Baines Clark. Catherine Louise Hill. Francesca Catherine Hoyle. Nikki Jolliffe. Christopher Paul Blackford. Emma Jane Carnes. Emma Jane Clark. Adrian Michael Kroner. Neil Crossman. James Michael D'Souza. Claire Elizabeth Egbury. Iman Patel. Salvatris Rates. Krishna Dhairajlal Shah. Nikkei Sophie Trust. And for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Management with German, Rachel Atkinson. Earl Jonathan Levy. Rachel Clare Browning. Edward Malcolm Cundig. Natalia Susan Fielsen. Claire Stephanie Fowler. Prabjot Nutra. Alan Stephen Birch Paulson. Snee Ashok Shah. Helen Wensley Murray Thornton. Sergio Leonardo van Luke. Lotta Eriksson. Chantel Goodman. Arti Gupta. Nicola Lucas. Wan Fun Chan. Geeta Shannon. Sarah Arnole. Savita Tulsidas. Lin Zhong. And for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Management, Human Resources, Nicola Ellen Johnson. Kieran Jeffrey. J. Langford. Mary Leslie. Robert Mann. And for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Management, International Business Economics, Satyakam Patel. Arne Enjar Simerson. Nicola Wright. Ashifa Irainai. Etel Kotechia. Melanie Patricia Lay. Christopher James Turner. Radha Gayatria Gunasingam. Vera Ivanova. And for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Management, International Studies, Mark Sargent. Catherine Louise Torley.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Management and Chemical Sciences, Tom Arthur Shockley. Vivanka Atakorala. Andrew James Duckworth. Daniel Mark Ellenbogen. Gabrielle Claire Roth. Philip Lawrence Smith. Rajiv Gagan Sabu. Kerry Pai King Ching. Biren Naresh Hindocha. Rimal Patel. And for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Management and Chemical Sciences with industrial experience, Stephen Richard Jackson.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Management and Information Technology, Yanis Alexandros Lokopoulos. Matthew John Bishop. Thomas John Byrne. Minas Chowan. Sheikh Aida Chaudhry. Chin Fang. Matthew James Frewer. Ewan Gu. Philip Johannes Ass. Christopher Thomas Hawken. Shabir Ibrahim Jagini. Johnny Lakwanani. Robert James Lee. Ben Mort. Sadif Naswani. Diruth Rafai. Jai Rajni Shah. Rupal Shah. Simon Anthony Wallace. Carman Wan. Matthew Oliver Whitehouse. James Isgoed Williams. Divwaikan Bengani. Alex Bird. Namisha Chauhan. Ning Hu. Zishan Iqbal. Prainak Callum Passert. Jodie Shou Yin Lin. Yang Lai. Mazen Maruf. Sundar Raja Matthew Suvanan. Ajit Singh Pada. Nisha Prasad. Sharita Shah. Victor Spurgeon. Wen Sheng Fong.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Paper Science with Management, David Palmer Bird. Jonathan Simon Meyer Crabb. Robert Pearson. Benjamin Robert Pruden. And for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Paper Science with Management with Industrial Experience, Claire Mary Linda Newton.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Principal and Vice-Chancellor, I now confer degrees in absentia on those students unable to be present here today, but who have, under the conditions set out by ordinance or regulation, pursued the courses of study so prescribed and have satisfied the examiners. May this university, through sound learning and by the achievement of knowledge, achieve its purposes in the service of the nation and the world. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the ceremony. I hope you enjoyed it in spite of the heat. Can I remind all our new graduates that there will be formal photographs taken immediately afterwards in the main. Thank you all very much. This is at the present time. These are the activities that will have shaped your thinking and life view as much as the subject of your degree. This is
Gabrielle Claire Roth. Philip Lawrence Smith. Rajiv Gagan Sabun.